Animals that are eaten by other animals don't have it easy. They must constantly be on the lookout for predators, and they almost never have a moment of peace. If you are into spectacular hunts, you need to watch this as we count down 15 dreadful ways animals hunt their prey. Number 15. Crocodile. When wildebeests head to waterholes to drink, they must constantly be wary of the mighty crocodile. At any moment, these massive reptiles can crawl out of the water and attack at any time. And that's exactly what happens in this video. The wildebeest is dragged into the water as the herd runs, until it stops and watches the ordeal their friend must go through. The wildebeest are perplexed and thirsty, so they must decide between drinking and possibly dying, or not drinking and possibly dying of dehydration. They head back to the waterhole even though an armada of crocodiles wait impatiently, and a few other wildebeest are snatched. This time, the herd sprints away for good. Monkeys buy tickets for the show and watch as the last wildebeest is consumed. The crocodiles that live in the Mara River are known for their enormous size, yet even at that size, they can bite off more than they can chew. The crocs went into a feeding frenzy after capturing a baby zebra and began devouring it. One of the larger crocs ended up swallowing most of the unfortunate zebra. Look at how this crocodile tries to attack a herd of buffaloes. As the crocodile waits to strike, the buffalo are drinking. It grips the neck of a buffalo, but the buffalo is so powerful that it drags the crocodile out of the water. When a crocodile senses danger, it retreats into the water quickly and forgets to eat. A young cheetah is ambushed by a crocodile as it's taking a drink of water. The crocodile easily grabs the cheetah, and it's only seconds before the feline disappears into the depths of the river. The Fanatic brings you all the best content you want to see when it comes to the animal kingdom. If you want to see the latest confrontations between animals and the best animal videos, please subscribe now. We post new videos every day for your entertainment. Number 14. Eagle. Eagles are proficient hunters, and they are a force to be reckoned with. Just look at how this eagle clings onto a large deer's back, riding it like it was some hoopla cowboy at a rodeo, until the eagle's handlers come in to close the deal. Watch as this colossal eagle snatches a goat from atop a mountain, flies with it, and then drops it to the ground, precisely like the old B-52 bombers did during World War II. The eagle is ready to eat once the goat is landed. For ages, goshawks have been employed to hunt live prey such as rabbits, pheasants, and other animals. This bird of prey is the ultimate hunting bird due to its exceptional agility, speed, and razor-keen eyesight. The jackrabbit has no chance of getting out of this imbroglio. This next attack is slightly like an earlier attack we showed you, where the eagle drops the goat to the ground. However, in this video, the eagle tackles a much bigger goat and drags it down a mountainside, not being able to lift it. After some rough tumbling, the eagle is overrun and must let go of his prey. This eagle lands on a snake and clamps it with his talons. The snake is unable to defend itself, and it's just a matter of time before the bird of prey makes the kill. Number 13. African wild dog attacks. A kudu is being pursued by a band of wild dogs. They bring the kudu down to the ground and start eating it alive. The tenacity of these wild dogs is astounding. Nothing will be able to change their minds once they are decided. A huge wildebeest is the focus of these band of wild dogs on the hunt. Under the watchful gaze of the herd, the animal is sprinting as fast as it can. The dogs track down and kill the wildebeest. Everyone's deadliest enemy is the hyena, and wild dogs are no exception. When hyenas and wild dogs collide, anything can happen. The hyenas like to laugh, while the wild dogs watch and scheme. This lone hyena fights a pack of wild dogs in this video. The scavenger, on the other hand, does not appear to be faring well. Although being far tougher than an antelope, if the dogs keep at it, the outcome will be the same. Hyenas, on the other hand, are most resilient when it comes to absorbing a beating. This impala remains in the water, hoping these wild dogs will not venture in to bring it to shore. However, one of the dogs goes after it, and with a little perseverance and the support of his friend, they manage to drag the impala towards them and back onto land. They then drag it as far away from the water as possible, despite the impala's best efforts to repel them. These wild dogs rip the impala's inside out while it's still alive. They don't waste any time when it comes to killing it. They simply munch their way through it. If you have kids or vegans nearby, You should close your eyes and put some music on, because it's about to roughen up a little. Wild dogs have no mercy. This poor warhog is being disemboweled alive by these wild canines who are biting it from every angle and eating it alive. The wild dog's slogan is "No mercy, no pity." They rip this unfortunate warhog to bits like a swarm of bees attacking an enemy, and the pain is excruciating, but the dogs need to eat and the warhog is delectable. African wild dogs follow a code known as the law of the jungle, and if a dog doesn't follow the code, it could end up like the dog in this video, attacked and mauled by his own kind. Number 12. Asian Giant Hornets. Thanks to queens that can grow to be 2 inches long and mandibles shaped like spiked shark fins, Asian giant hornets, commonly known as murder hornets, can wipe out a honeybee colony in a matter of hours, decapitating the bees and flying away with the thoraxes to feed their offspring. For larger prey, the hornet's strong venom and stinger, long enough to puncture a beekeeper suit, combine to create an agonizing mix, with victims describing it as a hot metal hammering into their flesh. However, the praying mantis is no amateur when it comes to hunting. But in this video, it's all about the hornet, and this mantis is praying and never got out of its bed in the morning. This hornet is on the hunt, and its target on this beautiful morning is a rodent. The much smaller insect is taking the rodent to the cleaners. You can see it's still breeding as the hornet flies above it, and for some reason, when the rodent tries to walk away, the hornet doesn't fly in to inflict the final blow. A honeybee hive is attacked by Japanese giant hornets. The hornets are trying to penetrate the hive. Is this a trap? Because all the hornets are falling like flies, one after the other? Number 11. Orca. Killer whales prey on an elephant seal female off the shore of Sea Lion Island in this video. Killer whales may be seen from the air, which provides a unique viewpoint on their activity that is difficult to understand from the coast or even a boat. This is a well-known pod that caught a female elephant seal who is most likely returning to shore for her molting phase. Certainly a delicious supper. It's fascinating to observe the newborn, who is just a few weeks old, taking part in the feast. We can attest to the brilliant color of the seal's blood in this gory finish. Killer whales have arrived on the beach in quest of food, and sea lions may be their first target. You'd think that if the sea lions stayed far up the beach, they'd be safe. But the hungry whales are exceedingly daring. That sea lion had just gotten ahead of one of the whales when it was grabbed by another hadn't noticed. It's hard to fathom how they beach themselves and capture the sea lions. The harsh pounding could have been done to separate the hide from the meat. In this video, killer whales are shown hunting dolphins, with the dolphins being flung out of the water and into the air like footballs. Killer whales are incredibly powerful creatures. These killer whales rip through a blue whale, the world's largest mammal, annihilating it in minutes. The whales resemble an armada of ships poised to dominate the seas, and that is precisely what they are doing. This naive sea lion youngster frolics in full view of a hungry predator and becomes his next meal, much like a dim-witted adolescent in a horror flick. Number 10. Chimpanzee. In this video, these chimps seem to have assaulted and killed one of their own, and they are reaping the rewards of the kill in what looks like some chimp body parts the primates are holding in their hands. It's not clear, but that's what it looks like. According to research, this chimp's death was not a surprise. The chimp who was slain was the former leader of the Senegalese savannah colony. He was the alpha for 2 years before being overtaken by younger males and spending 5 years in exile. He had tried for years to rejoin the group, but was slain in the process. Members of his previous gang can be seen groping, biting, and assaulting the body in this photo. At one point, a member of the group attempts to wake up the dead chimp by moving its body. Researchers who had been studying the group for almost a decade buried the body after observing their behavior. Chimpanzees' homicides within one social group are known to happen, but there have only been a few hundred documented cases. This animal is getting the beating of a lifetime from these chimps, but no matter how many times one of the chimps smashes the animal, which looks like a mongoose, to the ground, the animal still manages to get away. This alpha male is attacked by members of his group as they gang up on him. The chimp has his back turned to them most of the time and is the victim of numerous attacks. These two gorillas are throwing punches at each other, and they are not holding back. Gorillas are very strong, and one punch can knock a human out in seconds, if not just plain kill him. Number 9. Hippo. We have seen hippos in the past unintentionally help small herbivores from other predators. But in this video, this hippo is not friendly and crushes the impala without remorse. Here is a crocodile that gets a taste of its own medicine as a hippo hounds it all the way out of the water. The two have an intense argument, but neither really imposes himself. Here's a crocodile that got lost on the way home and ended up in the middle of a hippo convention on the arts of killing crocodiles. I guess the hippos decided to use the crocodile for demonstration. However, after being thrown left, right, and center, the crocodile survived and escaped. This antelope tries to escape the grip of a couple of wild dogs, and just when it gets a breather, this massive hippo grabs the antelope and destroys it. Number 8. Pitcher plant. The pitcher plant is a carnivorous plant. Insects and other tiny creatures are eaten by carnivorous plants. They thrive in soil that has a modest amount of nitrogen. Insects are drawn to the nectar, and a bug that settles on the wall will fall into the liquid and die. This guy drops the bug into the plant, so I guess he's not giving the insect much of a chance. He's feeding his plants. The minute it falls into the plant, it is doomed. This giant wasp is exploring the tip of this pitcher plant, but it doesn't take long before it disappears into the plant's mouth. What's great about these plants is they don't have to hunt. They just wait for insects to come to them, so it's basically like having your own personal Uber Eats driver come to your door every day. Insects are one thing, but what happens when a mouse decides to walk on the carnivorous plants? The mouse is still standing, but for how long? This man shows a mouse that was being digested by the pitcher plant, so I guess these plants don't only eat small insects. Number 7. Secretary bird. No, this secretary bird isn't dancing the cha-cha. It's involved in an intense battle with a cobra. These birds have snake-killing skills, which include being able to kill cobras and black mambas, as well as other highly venomous species. Here's a black mamba biting the dust after a secretary bird just mangled it. The bird is enjoying lunch out in the open field. This secretary bird is stomping on this king cobra until the cobra is dead. I guess snakes aren't the only animals secretary birds prey on. Number 6. Leopard seal. Emperor penguins return from the oceans to feed their young, and dramatic scenes unfold as they pause at the edge of the Antarctic sea ice when a leopard seal approaches. The penguins also need to eat, so they have no other choice but to dive and take the risk of being attacked by the leopard seal. A raft of emperor penguins goes hunting, but upon its return, it becomes the hunted as a leopard seal tracks them down and takes care of business. Seals are the biggest predatory threats to penguins. Its cute black and white birds must be very careful when they go for a swim. The leopard seal is powerful and can tear a penguin to pieces in seconds. The leopard seal is one of Antarctica's most dangerous predators. This leopard seal decides to toss a penguin after catching it, and hits an observing diver. A leopard seal has killed a crab-eater seal off the coast of the Antarctic Peninsula in the Southern Ocean. Storm petrels swoop down to scavenge whatever they can find. Number 5. Lion. Here comes a lion in all its splendor as it attacks a massive Cape buffalo on the run. The lion manages to grab buffalo by the neck and tries to suffocate it, but the buffalo doesn't give up easily. The buffalo eventually succumbs and falls as another male lion comes to check out the goods. This young zebra finds itself in dire need of help as a pride of lions tries to take it down. The lions aren't all that intense, and the zebra's ordeal lasts longer because of this. There are some young, inexperienced subadults in the pride, which explains the reason why it's taking so long. The zebra is eventually silenced, and the pride gets to eat. A male lion has hopped onto this buffalo's back, and it looks like it will be game over soon. But the buffalo is able to use its horns to stab the lion in the chest and flip him over. The lion isn't hurt, but he abandons the hunt nonetheless. This crocodile is stuck in a ditch fighting a couple of lions. The lions hold the high ground, but the crocodile can bite, and the lions learn that quickly enough, so they let it go and the crocodile returns into the water. This unlucky warhog finds itself trapped in a lioness's mouth and will be part of the lioness's lunch as a couple of frustrated hyenas look on. The lioness carries the carcass in the bushes away from the onlookers so it can eat in peace. Number 4. Komodo dragon. This poor deer was trying to enjoy a day at the beach when a Komodo dragon forgot his lunch at home. So guess what? The dragon decided to borrow the deer to fill in for his lunch. The dragon went into the water to kill and retrieve the deer. Who needs vendors on the beach selling food when you're the Komodo dragon? This deer was injured, and this Komodo dragon took advantage of the situation and began to eat the deer alive with a couple of his friends. This poor monkey is trying to free itself from a Komodo dragon, but that's not going to happen. Even if the monkey were to escape, it would fall to the ground eventually because of the Komodo's bacteria. The Komodo swallows the monkey with pleasure. A wild hog that has been sick for a few days owing to a Komodo dragon bite was eaten alive by two Komodos. The Komodo dragon will let its prey go and track it until the prey is motionless and falls to the ground. The Komodo dragon has a powerful sense of smell that allows it to track prey up to a distance of 7 kilometers. Number 3. Tiger. Mothers will go to tremendous lengths to ensure the safety of their offspring. To keep her pups safe, this sloth bear fought a tiger. The sloth bear is usually no match for a tiger, but this mama has got it going on, and it just turns the table on the tiger as her cub cheers her on. The tiger gets fed up with the adversity and decides to run along as the sloth bear chases it. I'm not sure if this bear takes supplements, but whatever it is, it's working. This calf runs for its life as the tiger chases it. The calf is no match for the huge feline, and the clock runs out for the calf. Deer look out for each other when they are in groups, but when a tiger ambushes a herd, they run in all directions, and a fawn stands in the middle like a sitting duck. The tiger carefully planned the attack after observing the herd, and when the time came, it was child's play for the powerful predator. This tiger takes on a much larger deer, but hangs onto it by pulling on it from behind. After a moment, the tiger is able to choke the deer and complete the hunt. Number 2. Leopard. This dog took on more than it could chew, and now it is being choked by a leopard. I don't see the dog getting out of this. This leopard hunt turns into a battle where the leopard is placed in an uncompromising position. Should the impala be able to use its horns to pierce the leopard's body, it could get ugly for the big cat, but the leopard turns it around and manages the kill. No hunter other than the snow leopard would have a chance of hunting such agile prey as the markhor on the hazardous Himalayan hills. The terrain is insane, but the snow leopard is agile and skilled and manages to grab the markhor, but only for a few seconds as the markhor dives into the water and escapes. Number 1. Bear. This massive bear kills a deer, so her little cub can eat. It's not a difficult task for the bear once it has the deer in its grasp. This bear subdues this fawn and keeps it on the ground by pressing one paw on the fawn's body. After moments of contemplation, the bear begins to bite the fawn, tearing pieces of flesh and fur right out, enjoying its meal. These bears rip apart a wolf, even though the other wolves are trying to prevent it. The bears are too big and powerful for the wolves to do anything. They stand there helplessly watching as their friend is mauled and killed by the bears. A grizzly bear hops onto a bison's back as the bison carries the bear across a bridge. Bison are powerful, don't you think? The bear doesn't let go, and when they get to the other side of the bridge, the bison walks into the water with the bear still on its back and crosses the entire body of water, where the bear will eventually put an end to this hunt. But you must admit, the bison gave it a hell of a fight. Most of these kills in this videos were brutal, but that's the way nature rolls. My favorite has to be the carnivorous picture plants. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 dreadful ways animals hunt their prey. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.